Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Grim Tanker. I'm gonna be showing you a little game I played in my Hellcat. Hellcat used to be one of my favorite tanks when I started playing. Actually, if I remember correctly, it was either this one or the SU-100 that I got my first gun mark in, the Mark of Excellence. And that was in the time before it got nerfed. And yeah, the nerfs really kind of killed it. It used to be awesome at working ridge lines because you poke over, took your shot, moved back really fast. But when they changed the speed with which it gets back to like crawling, sort of. If you sneak a peek over a ridge line, you take your shot, you get spotted, you aren't gonna be away fast enough to not get shot at. Also, one of the things that I was warned about when I started playing this tank, and which of course as a noob I did not take into account, is the fact that the Hellcat is so fast, and it still is going forward, that Hellcat drivers tend to get into trouble really fast because it is not really a scout. It is a tank destroyer, and it performs best if you actually use it as such, which means pretty much what I'm doing right here. Not pushing forward, but just taking a sort of safe place and snipe, and just snipe at things as long as you can. Such as this M4, who is clearly donating his health to me for some reason. But hey, kill is a kill, so thanks for that. Take one more shot after I get spotted and move back or forward. Good thing about this position is that I can take shots and move forward a little bit and then be out of range pretty much. There's no artillery to be worried about. I track the KV-85 and track him again, and now I aim for his lower glazes. Should be able to pen. And I do. And now he's pretty much a one-shot. So yeah, you should not push in this tank. You should use the speed to get into a position where you can take pot shots at whatever's showing itself, such as this T-34. Thank you. And get to another position, another strong position, preferably hidden, and take more shots. Don't rush forward. Don't ever rush forward in this thing. It has no armor whatsoever. If you get shot at, you'll just die. And I take one shot, and yeah, that was not a good shot. But she was giving me a second chance, so there's that. And at this point, scores are pretty much even, but my flank is lost. Everyone died. I'm the sole survivor. This is my dirt moment. I see the ridge. I drive over the ridge. I murder my tracks. Yeah. You don't see that in Unicum clips, right? Anyway, I'm going downhill about 70 kilometers per hour. That's not typical tank destroyer speed. And I spot this one, or someone else spots him. Anyway, we reset the cap. And he dies. The Nashorn misses me. I'm thinking about going that way, but then I notice the Cromwell's on that hill. Who are shooting at me, missing me, luckily. And I'm thinking, 9-11. I'm strong Hellcat. Yeah, that was... Should have been really lucky about that one. But I was thinking maybe, just maybe I could carry this to a win. Maybe, just maybe. I did well, did a lot of damage. Cromwell misses me again. And I take him out. But there's the other Cromwell. I'm exposed, too low health, and yeah. So maybe I was gonna carry. And maybe I wasn't. Turns out I was not. And I pretty much, yeah, rage quit. We were never gonna win this. The M7, I don't know what the dude was doing. Not participating. So that turned out to be a loss, unfortunately. So, yes, it was a loss. But a loss that was not without its merits. Seeing as how it was not really rage quitting, but I didn't want to wait until the end. Which means that if you upload the file into what replays, you're not going to get the full results. No battle stats or results or whatever. Luckily, I made a print screen of the first of the 3 tabs, the personal score. I was the number 1 player. I can remember that, but that was kind of obvious since the rest of my team sort of failed. So 3 cheers for me. No, but seriously, as you can see on this screen, first tab, got a mastery badge first class, which was good. Bruiser, fire for effect because I killed 5 tanks. Fighter badge this was fire for effect, of course. And a nice shiny medal for doing altogether 2,563 damage, which is kind of okay if you're playing tier 6. Yeah, I got a mission, TD8, for the 3rd mission, the T55A. So that's lovely. And yeah, altogether it was a good match, as in I did a good amount of damage. I played the Hellcat pretty much as you should play it, for as far as I can see. I mean, I stayed in a position where I could almost continuously fire at other players and do damage, be useful. Not so much a spotter, but yeah. Even though it's tempting to be a spotter in a Hellcat because it's so fast, it's not really maneuverable enough to get out of the way fast enough. Also, if you are a scout, it is helpful if your turret actually moves a little bit, and this one just, yeah, it's being cranked sideways by cripples, or I don't know. It's going so slowly, which is okay if you use it as a TD. It really doesn't help if you want to play this as a scout. So if you take my advice, please do not use the Hellcat as a scout. Just stay back. Keep in mind it's a tank destroyer. Use it as such. Just camp in a bush. The camo rating of this thing is awesome. I've been spotted only a couple of times when I was camping the bush. And yeah, you may call me a camper and lame or noob or whatnot, but this is just the way that you should play a tank destroyer, and the Hellcat is a tank destroyer. So for everyone who is thinking about playing this thing, yeah, this is the way to do it. That's the way it performs best. You can use the speed, as you were seeing when we were being capped, and I needed to get away from the position that was compromised with the heavies attacking me as being the last one on that flank. I needed to move. I was moving so fast, I actually yeah, went flying and broke my tank a little bit. But if you have a little bit more skill than I have, you might actually be capable of doing the 70 mile or 70 kph and not kill your tank. So It's a good speed to have if you need it to run away or to reposition or to reset cap, as I was doing or as I was helping to do. And yeah, finally, even with all that damage done, good accuracy also. I mean, 83% is not so bad. I couldn't carry. I was hoping maybe I could. I was doing a lot of damage, and then in the end, yeah, you have in the Hellcat you always have options. There's if you're top tier, or at least not bottom tier, this gun can pretty much ban everything, and it fires reasonably fast as well. And yeah, for a moment there I had some hopes I might be able to carry it to a win, but then again, I am not the Unicum player that can make a win out of this situation. So managed to kill another Cromwell, did not manage to kill the rest of the team, and finally we unfortunately lost. Best thing, by the way, as you see here, base captured. So yeah, guess that M7 did something useful, which was stay alive, and that's about it. So anyway, yeah, a nice game to see what a Hellcat can do. In my opinion, also a showcase of what a Hellcat should be doing. And finally, yeah, prove that I can't carry shit even if I wanted to. Well, at least not in this game. So maybe in the next one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for hearing me blather on about results that we can't really see and about a game in which I managed to lose in the end anyway. So please subscribe as a thank you for this, or maybe to comfort me a little bit in my moment of grief and sorrow and pain. Yeah, if you have any questions, anything you want to see, or a tank you want to see, whatever, just respond, leave a reply, and well, I'm gonna be working on my next replay. Hopefully, it's gonna be as much fun as this one. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope to see you soon. Later. Oi.